What the heck are direct and indirect ROI, and why should you care about them? Well, let's dive in. But before we dive in, actually, if we haven't met, my name is Jamie, and welcome to my bookkeeping corner of the internet. I help self-employed people crush their bookkeeping so that they can increase the profit of their business. That's my it's my jam. So today we're going to talk about, in terms of profit, ROI, return on investment. So let me tell you what that means first and foremost. So ROI stands for return on investment, and when you put money into an investment or some sort of business endeavor, ROI helps you to understand how that investment performed, like how much money you made from that investment. So in the traditional form of ROI, kind of like a way that people often think about it is like, say you were to buy a stock. And bought a stock for $100. So you invested $100 to buy a stock of some sort of business, a share of some sort of business. And then next month, the stock was worth $110 instead of $100. Your ROI would be that $10. So you made $10 from investing in that stock. So putting that $100 in. So that's kind of like, I feel like, the traditional way that we think about ROI, or that we know about it from. But of course, ROI applies to anything that we invest in our business, be it like hiring someone to do something for us, buying something, investing in a course, those types of things. So now I want to talk about indirect versus direct ROI, because I find that direct, and these are, I don't even know that these are, I feel like these are concepts that I make up to understand, but to understand the differences, but really, like, I see direct ROI as like what people talk about from the numbers standpoint. They want the cold, hard numbers. How much money am I going to make from investing in this? From spending my money on this, how much money am I going to make? What is the direct return? And I'm going to illustrate this with an example so that I can tell you what I see as the indirect return, the indirect ROI, and that something that I don't think that we talk about or value, where actually the real value lies. So so I'm going to give you an example of a course that I invested in I think it was last year. And in the course I invested in, I wanted to systemize my sales processes more, understand how to use my email marketing, like create a sales page, like understand the best way to set up my cart so that people can pay me with ease, those types of things, right? And so I invested in this course to help me do that, to help systemize my sales processes. And the direct ROI for that, so the direct return I was getting from that was that all of those things were going to be systemized. So I wouldn't be, say, having to explain so many things over and over again, because the stuff is laid out for my clients, and that I would, in the end, save time every single month. So in order to calculate the ROI for that, let's pretend that an hour of my time is worth $200. And because I systemized all that stuff, now I save 10 hours every single month. Okay. So 10 hours a month that used to go to me getting on phone calls, like not knowing how to use my ConvertKit, MailChimp. I was using MailChimp before. And also just like the drama of, like, yeah, getting into those things and fixing those things and planning out my social media and stuff like that. Let's say that after I did this course, I'm now saving 10 hours a month. That 10 hours is worth $2,000 if my time is worth $200 an hour. So I would look at the ROI from that course as $2,000 a month and $24,000 a year. That's how the numbers would work. So I invest in this course, I save 10 hours a month, my time is worth $200 an hour. So now I am saving $2,000 a month and $24,000 a year. So if the course costs less than $24,000, then I know that I'm getting a positive return on investment, a positive ROI. That is the direct ROI from me investing in something to systemize my marketing processes. So, but here's the thing. Yes, the numbers speak very loudly, and those numbers are really intense numbers that would be an easy ROI to calculate. But the truth is that the indirect ROI is even more important, because because I invested in that course, I ended up getting 2 clients from other people that were in that course with me, people that I worked with, that I spent time in the course with, ended up becoming my clients down the line. And I also made connections in that course with people that other business owners in Canada, within Canada too, that like I will have for the rest of my life, that, you know, we support each other online, and we, you know, you go through a course with somebody and you make a connection, and that connection you have forever. And how do you measure? You can't measure the value of that connection, but that is indirect ROI right there. And actually, Selena Gray always talks about how connection is currency. And I love that because I think it's true. Like when we all have those people that we've connected with that pass business our way, or that's there to, that end up being there to support us, or we can kind of, you know, validate each other or go through the same struggles together, that is valuable. So some indirect ROI from that course is the clients that I got that were in the course with me, but also the connections that I have that are now valuable to me forever. And then the other indirect ROI that is so important is the emotional wealth that you get from doing something. So in that, for the example of the course, is that I felt so much better after systemizing my sales processes. I felt like, okay, I know how to use my ConvertKit. I know how to use, how to make a sales page. I know all these things. And actually, if you want to do all these things, DM me and I'll send you all the information on the course that I took. But anyways, it's not the point of this video, but I am an affiliate, so I can provide you all the information needed because that course was very helpful. But really, I want to dive into the feelings, because the feelings and the emotional wealth that you get from investing in something is not something that people talk about. And I think that in that course, I felt way more confident in my marketing plan and in how I showed up, and I didn't have some like draining thoughts going in the back of my head, like I need a system, I need this, I need that. Those are gone. And I now had a system that I could lean into and know is there to support me whenever I need. And that is important, because when we feel supported by ourselves, by our businesses, by other people, we do better in our business. And that is amazing indirect ROI. And that is not ROI that people quantify, because how do you quantify I feel better? That's a difficult one to quantify. But the truth is, as a business owner, when you feel better, when you feel good, you can show up in that energy that you feel amazing. You're ready to sell. You're ready to service your clients. You're ready to show up for difficult conversations. And that actually helps you to make more money. So yes, in my example, it's like direct, yes, I'm saving this many hours a month. But the truth is the bigger return is the feeling, the way that I feel, because the way that I feel directly impacts how I show up for my business on a regular basis. And another thing that is so important to me is having fun. And I want to have fun all the time. I love having fun in my business. I like to work with fun clients. Having fun is really important to me, because like, this is why, like, I created my business because I want to do my own thing and enjoy what I'm doing. And so when I choose to make an investment, I also consider, is it going to be fun for me? If I'm hiring someone to help me, is it going to be fun working with them? If I'm investing in a course, am I going to have fun doing this? Does this seem like a fun endeavor for me? And having fun is a form of indirect return on investment, because when we have fun, it's like way easier for us to make money. I think it was Susan Hyatt that says, she always says, like, the more fun I have, the more money I make. That's it. So, which I love. So those are examples of indirect ROI that I think are super valuable, and if not more valuable than the traditional way of calculating return on investment. So please drop anything in the comments, anything that you felt inspired you or that connected with your story. Maybe you have an example of ROI in your business, that maybe something that you invested in that you were like, you didn't realize how much you were going to get back when it was outside of the traditional, how am I increasing my profit directly from this investment? I love talking about this stuff. I want to get more into this stuff. So if you want to learn more about, say, the fun quotient, then also drop an emoji, drop like a little dancing emoji if you want to learn more about the fun quotient, because I'm happy to talk more about that because I like to have fun. So thank you so much. And that concludes our chat on direct and indirect ROI.